It would seem that there are three kinds of people in the world: those who care and those who do not care. I think, in a way, we all care. But sooner or later we are faced with the decision of how much we should care. For many, the less we care, the more we are comforted by the accumulation of things in our lives. We live the mantra of mine, all mine, and you may not have any of my things. It is a physical way of keeping count, I think, of keeping track of all the things we have gathered, of saying I am important and valuable based upon what I call my own. For people who put stock in things instead of people, every day is a day of confirmation, of counting, of reassuring themselves of their importance and value based on things. They look around, and the more they see that they own, the more valuable they feel. And they can only appreciate others by seeing and appreciating others based on their things, their holdings, what they own. Then there are the others. They measure their strength as human beings based on how much they care. An abused child is not someone else's concern, it is their concern. A hungry mother is a mother that must be fed. Thirsty people must have water, the homeless must have shelter, the downtrodden must be lifted up. They walk around looking at people as equal, as being in a world of plenty, and their task is that of sharing. They spend their time and money in sharing, driven by passion. Compassion is their mantra. Here's a thought. When next in a restaurant, make a mental note. You can tell these people by how much is left on their plate when they're finished eating. They take no pride, nor do they enjoy having a lot left over when they know that somewhere in this world they're hungry people. Interesting, isn't it? In every culture, every school child is educated, taught to have the tools necessary to be collectors, to be successful, they say, to have and to hold things. The more trinkets you have, the more important you are. This is called ambition. If you don't work towards that end, you are a failure. A car is not transportation, it is a statement. A house is not a shelter, it is a castle. Food and drink is no longer to satisfy hunger and thirst. It is absorbed in a setting that must be a banquet. What you waste is seen as being important, as a statement, a validation of how much money you have, of your success in life. As for the others, those less fortunate, you can comfort yourself with the belief that they, the poor and misaligned, are what they are because of their lack of ambition. They are lazy, the scum of the earth, and not worth your bother. Besides, giving to charitable organizations eliminate your personal involvement, and that is good enough. Those lazy people who lack ambition should simply say thank you to you, and do us all a favor and remain invisible, out of our way. Then there are the people of the third kind, you and I, the simple people. We care, but we don't know how to show it. We know that there are things to be done, we simply do not know what to do. So, we assume the mantle of being alone as we search for answers, because others simply cannot understand how we feel. We're smart enough to know that we're different, not quite the saint of our Mother Teresa, but not heartless either. We're not good in the company of collectors since we have nothing to brag about. Our car is a transportation in need of repairs. Our house is simply shelter, and our couch is just a warm bed. We're grateful for every morsel we eat. Our life is that of caring. We want to know what to do, and we no longer wish to be one of the exploiters. We have no politics, and we have no religion. We're simply being. So, we accept the fact that we care, that we are in a state of wanting to know what to do. We long to be a part of the solution, and we have withdrawn from society as a contributor to the problems of the world. We are no longer part of the crowd singing praises to the rich and famous. Instead, we ask you for answers. Share your thoughts, please. So, alone, we go to places like this, and we meditate. We wait for the answers.